as I always say, it doesn't matter if it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day we're going to have that as sort of something, there's always a lot of breaking news. All right, the very first thing I want to talk about is Keanu Reeves, because Keanu Reeves is actually up to receive the inaugural Lance Reddick Legacy Award at the 51st Annual Saturn Award ceremony. This is the very first time this is happening. Of course, Lance Reddick worked on John Wick movies with him. He's a fucking awesome actor. We unfortunately lost this last year. And it's a new award coming out. And of course, the very first person they're honoring is Keanu Reeves. And it's dedicated to the memory of Lance Reddick. And it's really exciting to see. It's going to be on Electronic Now at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time at February 4th. So check that out February 4th. It's streaming only live. And Joel McHale is the host of the program. And also, Bosch star Titus Welliver is going to be there too. So it makes kind of sense because they have been friends for a long time. And of course, Lance Reddick worked on Bosch as well with him. So it's sad news we lost Lance, but it's great that they're honoring him in this way. It really is. It's really nice. And honestly, Keanu Reeves is a good choice to be the very first one to get this award. I mean, it's a legacy award. Come on, a legacy award. And speaking of legacy, Mickey Mouse, everybody, of course, he has that legacy. And of course, I've said a million times, the conservatorship is done and Mickey Mouse is free. And there's another Steamboat Willie horror project coming forward. That's right. We're going to have these probably all year popping up. The next one coming out is, it's like you can tell that it's a teaser that came out. It's really not showing much about it. It's called The Return of Steamboat Willie. And it's takes place on a joyful manner. And then it goes to a boat. And then apparently some bag goes in the boat. And now Mickey's there slaughtering bitches again. So of course, Mickey's slaughtering bitches. That's what he's doing in his life these days. He's killing everybody. But we'll see what happens with this. Disney is doing a lot of stuff anyways. They spent like $1.9 billion to like recreate all of Disneyland and expand and develop. And I guess they're still trying to fight about Mickey Mouse over all this. But honestly, Mickey Mouse, this stuff is just going to keep happening. There's no way to stop it. He is free and he's out there slaughtering bitches like always. And somebody else that is coming back though too is Justin Timberlake to touring. He's touring again, everybody. It's been a little while since JT himself been out there. But has a new album coming out called Everything I Thought It Was. Everything I Thought It Was. And he was on Jimmy Fallon talking about this project, about his record. And he said, yes, I'm officially going on a tour. Going to kick off April 29th in Vancouver, Canada. Then I go to Seattle, Fort Worth, Texas, Miami. And then they confirm they're going to do a stop at Madison Square Garden as well. And tickets are going on sale February 2nd. So check out some JT. He's a great entertainer. And, he's got some great music. And honestly, he's a fun performer. But another big performer out there is Pharrell Williams. Because right now, it's a weird thing about him. He's doing a Lego movie. This is happening, a Lego movie based off of his life. So Lego is coming forward to work with him, and they're going to do a whole movie just about his life. That's it. And of course, he's been nominated for like a million Grammys. He's been Oscar nominated too. And he's like, this is a big thing for me because as a kid, I would play with Legos. And now a movie is being made about my life. It's like ironic and amazing. And I know he's very excited about it. But man, I'm like, this seems weird. Why a Lego movie? I mean, it really makes sense to me. But it's called Piece by Piece. And it's coming out October 11th. So we got a little time to see that, but it's happening. So Pharrell Williams is getting a Lego movie. Okay. Also, speaking of construction, because, if you're a kid, Legos are construction. But speaking of construction, Bob the Builder is coming too, everybody. That's right. Animated Bob the Builder is coming forward with Anthony Ramos starring as the character of Bob the Builder. Not a JT fan, Racer X. It's okay, yeah. He would probably say, cry me a river. But, he's probably crying his own river after the Britney Spears shit. So, but Bob the Builder is coming forward, and Bob the Builder, Anthony Ramos is starring. They're trying to change this whole thing. Of course, Bob the Builder was a Kills project. Project went from 1999 to 2011, and the whole thing was just like people doing construction, living in, a small town and shit like this. They're flipping the whole script now, and it's going to take Bob, who travels to an enchanting island of Puerto Rico for a major construction job, takes issues on affecting the island and digs deeper into what it means to build. So they're trying to make it more Caribbean, they're saying, Latin, and they're just trying to make it more of as an inventive international story for today's audience. So Bob the Builder is coming back, but not the Bob the Builder your kids have been watching. But it's happening too. But it's interesting casting. Could be cool. Could be good. We'll see. I don't really know much about it right now, but Bob the Builder is moving forward. And we also have the Thunderbolts and stuff going on. Doing Thunderbolts news has come out, everybody. And of course, we talked about how they were recasting. And now we found out that Bill Pullman's kid is actually up for the main role, for the main villain. And honestly, I like Bill Pullman's kid. I think he's great in Top Gun Maverick. If you saw that, he was awesome in that. I worked on that project and I really enjoyed him. He's a great person, a little quiet, but he's definitely a very nice human being. And I think that he's a great actor. He's very talented, just like his dad. But Lewis Pullman is amazing. And I hope that he does get this. He's been offered the deal. He has not said if he's taken it yet. We have to wait to see if he'll actually take the deal, but he probably will. Thunderbolts coming out July 25th, 2025. So they have a little bit of time. But Stephen Ewan is being replaced. And that's the whole thing. We talk about him having to step away because of he's the other projects after all the strikes. And so he can't play the character anymore. So Lewis Pullman's getting a chance. We'll see if he actually takes it. He's getting a chance, but you know who's not getting a chance anymore is the Wolf Pack over at Paramount Plus. Now, you know, stuff's been happening at Paramount Plus. Now, we know Paramount's going through this whole sale, acquisition thing. They're trying to change how they're doing stuff. They're trying to cut back. That was just announced recently. They've like cutting jobs massively right now at Paramount. And they're also looking at everything and they're canceling projects because Paramount Plus has been in the hole. They're not supposed to make money until 2027. So, I mean, honestly, they got to figure this out there for sale. And this is one of those projects that did one season with Sarah Michelle Gellar, and they were expecting to do more. They were writing it. They were getting into pre-production, figuring out what they got to do, starting to figure out casting. And then they pulled the plug over at Paramount just recently, just today or yesterday. So now they have to scrap everything and just goodbye, unless somebody else picks it up, which could happen, but it didn't do extremely well over at Paramount Plus. So I imagine that probably won't actually happen. But they were supposed to start production in February, which is not that far away, you know? So unfortunately for those people that thought they had jobs coming up, they're gone. And people are also calling for Ryan Gosling to stop and give up his nomination for Barbie. That's right. There's a big shout of like uproar online. We talked about this on Wednesday about how Greta Gerwig didn't get nominated, how, you know, Margot Robbie didn't get nominated. You're right, Sabrina, it is stupid that people now are saying that he should step away and he should not accept this nomination, this nod for Best Supporting Actor. And he came forward and said that he is not going to step down. It's an honor to be, you know, notified that he is up for this award, and he will still represent Barbie as a film and a chance for representing his whole career because he did a great job in the movie. So, I mean, honestly, just let him, why we got to be so mad at Ryan Gosling? Let him go up there. It's a good opportunity for him. I think it's awesome that he's been nominated. So it's an Oscar. Like, of course, you're not going to turn it down. I mean, maybe he could have, but I don't think it's worth it to do. I think it was a good idea for him to just stick forward and stick with his guns and make it happen. But somebody else was like trying to make something happen. That's an appeal. Well, he's working on his appeal. He was hoping that he could actually get out on bail. Is Danny Masterson. But Danny Masterson was told, hell no, you're not getting bail because the judge said you're a flight risk. And I kind of laughed what the judge said. They said, if the defendant's conviction and sentence are upheld on an appeal, he will likely remain in custody for decades and perhaps the rest of his life. Now, in light of the fact that the defendant is now divorced with no wife, has no home to go home to, and the state prison is, you know, holding him right now, that he has every initiative, if you give him bail, to be a flight risk. They're like, he has no family, he has nothing, so like, why would he let him out? Because he's just going to fucking bail, because we know he's going to be away for maybe the rest of his life. So the judge came forward and said, there's no way I will give them, Judge Charlene Olmedo, so there's no way we're going to do this. So unfortunately for him, he's up for appeal. He's trying to appeal the whole thing. He just went down just not too long ago for rape. And honestly, for rape and all this, like, come on, Danny Masterson, you're done, man. You're fucking done. And somebody else that has his own legal worries too is, of course, Alec Baldwin. But Alec Baldwin, he wants a speedy trial, he's saying. He goes, I want a speedy trial. I want to go right in there. I want to defend myself. And so it's happening right away. Very fast, everybody. February 1st, 2024 at 11 a.m., he is having his day in court. So we're going to know right away, pretty soon, what's going to happen with the Russ lawsuit. Now, he could go down for 18 months to possibly 3 years behind bars based on the law of that state. And so we'll have to see what happens. Now, he could get off the whole thing, of course. They're trying to push the gun situation, that he did pull the trigger and he lied, and that's their big defense. And ballistics are trying to say that there's some shit going on there. So we'll have to see what happens in the court of law. But Alec Baldwin is trying to be like, hey, I'm innocent. He doesn't have to actually go to court on February 1st either. He doesn't have to even be there. So he doesn't have to go there. And they're going to have the trial on February 1st, and we'll have to see what happens with Alec Baldwin. I mean, it's the legal shit's crazy. I mean, also, we talked about George Carlin's AI thing recently, and now the estate of George Carlin is suing over the AI. And they're trying to say that this is not appropriate, that is against George Carlin's career. It's a copyright infringement thing. And they're saying that this is just like disrespecting everything about him. And so right now they're moving forward with a lawsuit, suing the AI company. And it's, you know, it's a weird thing because there's this gray area about AI right now. There really is no laws to stop it. Now, there's a lot of people trying to push for legislation that will stop the AI, will make it a law that you can't do it. You go to jail if you do it, but that's not happening yet. So for me, I get why they're trying to sue. I think this will be a big case for, you know, likenesses and for AI, what they're doing and how people can use it. If this goes to court and it's a big trial, it could be something good because George Carlin was a huge person. And I think this is an opportunity to really put this on put it on the stage and see what people think about it and really make it front page news. And I hope at the end of the day that this doesn't keep happening. That stand-up was frighteningly good to me, if you ask me. I mean, it's not him, but that AI thought it was him. But, all these people have all these problems. They're going to court, and nobody wants to go to jail because if you go to jail, you might end up being pee-peed and poo-pooed on. But the pee-pee and poo-poo man is coming, everybody. It's a real thing. There's a movie coming out called Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man. Say that 5 times. Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man. Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man. And this is a guy. Okay. That's really fast, GR. This guy, there were several incidents in 2019 where this man would take a bucket of poop and pee and just throw it at people. And he'd run around with a construction hat. This is in Canada. A yellow construction hat and this blue shirt, and he'd just be throwing feces at everybody and they're running away, and they call him the Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man. And so the Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man is coming to the big screen, and they have a reality star from the 2000s, Spencer Rice playing this part too, releasing sometime in 2024. They're in post-production. So I'm interested. The trailer's out there. Check it out. It's a lot, but it's also funny because the rise of the Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man is coming. A lot of breaking news, everybody. A lot of breaking news. Anybody want to see that? The Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man?
Absolutely not.
Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man.
No.
Pee-Pee Poo-Poo Man. Pappy, you want to see it?
I love it.
Pep loves it.
That's too much.
It's a lot. It really
Pep
is.
also licks his own balls. So
Y'all need to take a drink.
Yo, player, thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell to be notified when we are live. And if you are able to join our Patreon, please join. Because the Pep Star needs more snickety snacks. Because I'm hungry. Holla back. Love y'all.